Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Common Universalis. EU4 as Desmond, soon hopefully to be Ireland. We are at... Where are we at? We're this close to Admin Tech 10, which means that we're like 5 years away from being allowed, if we'd like, to form the name, the country of Ireland. So that'd be cool. Might probably do that. Own less cities than 4, and we can become Iceland. Interesting. Okay, that's weird. So, I edited the same file, the save file, because it was driving me nuts, and I reloaded the game because it was also running kind of slow. And the save file is kind of ridiculously big. Like, it does keep track of a lot of information. It kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, the Elder Scrolls mod for Crusader Kings 2. Like, I don't know if there's any kind of memory leak stuff going on in there, maybe, but it seems to be running just fine after I reloaded it now. What I did is I found the event itself that is supposed to fire, and where was it? I never find the darn thing. Oh, right, it's not. It's this one for me now. It's medium tax rate. I checked the event to be 100% sure that it's supposed to clear the other ones, and it is. So I don't understand how the country flag didn't get cleared when I changed it before. But I just manually removed it from the save file so that we're not dealing with that double currency policy thing. Or sorry, that one was tax rate. There should be one in here for currency policy. There we go. So that's the currency policy, the middle one. And yeah, hopefully it works fine. So now we have inflation as I intended. So I suppose I'll improve relations with somebody or something. And we're gonna wait and see what happens here with Mr. Englandman. Unfortunately, Burgundy is very much wanting to defend Brittany, even though he claimed their throne. Which means that my claims might end up just expiring without me being able to do anything with them. Now, this is where I wanted to be for like the last 20 years. We go from 3% to 6% multipliers. We'd get a little bit of unrest, but it's very manageable. And now we have we go into development. I thought there would be an EU4 base one for that. Development time. Shouldn't it be right here? Or like D for development? Well, I don't know, whatever. The overall cost is going to be much lower. I mean, it really makes a big difference in the long run. Now we have 6%, 5%, 5%, 10%. That all adds up to, let's see, 10, 20, 25, 31 minus 7. So that would be 25 minus 1 is 24. Negative 24%. So it's going to really speed up this growth rate. Look at that, 8.4. That means that, like, well, you can just do the math. 100 divided by 8.455. Now we're getting an agricultural development every 12 years, which is still probably slower than if you were to just do development a la standard EU4, but when it's passive and you just sort of have your development growing over time organically, it's pretty cool. Now, we will have to pay attention to inflation now, in addition to the corruption spam I've been doing, but... And I really kind of do need to get Scotland's opinion under control before their truce expires. I decided to enable scutage on Northumberland, because if I declare war on England, or if he declares war on me, either he declares war on Northumberland, in which case he's in the war no matter what, or he declares war on Scotland, in which case he's declared reconquest, or, well, he won't have declared reconquest. But if I declare war, I'll still be able to return cores to Northumberland without his participation, and he is just in a horrible position. He's stuck behind a bunch of forts, and he'll just get murdered and be free war score for England. So instead, I figured I'd get a little bit of extra taxation from the guy. So, yeah. Got scutage enabled. Good. And we're about to get our next colony, which I guess we're going to leave as a territory. And the city government building is about to finish in the capital in like 6 months. I still want to build a second cannon. I think it's about done time. We should have it. Excuse me, did I just build 2? What happened? Or did I cancel it? That was weird. Okay, and even though I want to keep my manpower high. We're above the manpower limit, and so I don't really care about manpower recovery rate, and I need the money. Let's hide the transports underneath the protection of the fort. Here comes a big pop-up, big mean event. New World colonization rights has expired. Now this one's really important. I have to keep that one going, otherwise the colonies could rebel. Nope, that was a different one altogether. Which one was I thinking of? I was thinking of New World missions. Okay. Yeah, I think I still want that. I would love to be able to revoke some of this burger land. That colony is done. See, you're growing at about 5 per month. So 4 months if I pull the guy back versus the 4 months it'll take to get here. So it's going to take 4 months no matter what. Yeah, I think we'll cancel that colony, that colonist, not the colony. Please don't cancel the colony. Okay, interesting. Earlier, I swear it gave me colonial range adjacent to the existing colony, but it appears to not do that. Okay, it's all colonial Canada. Hills. Local development time plus 15. More hills. Forest is also plus 15. I guess we should kind of actually use the terrain map mode for this stuff. Like, we want to get down here. Savannah isn't great for development time, but nor is marsh. Man, it's all trash, isn't it? There's only a little bit of grassland. Nice, beautiful, fertile grassland. Not farmland, grassland. It's different. What about steppe? What's steppe? Plus 20, yuck. Okay, well, I guess if you have to choose between all of those... We'll go with, whatever, I'm just gonna fill in this coastline. Although we do normally get a lot of winters here. Yeah, I just feel like you have to, you look into it so much more. Let's start heading down towards that thing. No, colonial region. Okay, yes, I want to work towards that thing because that is part of Canada. Depleted by migrants, but whatever. The development's going to be really, really small in the beginning of the colony's existence anyway, so who cares? Monetary reforms. Our treasurers are arguing that we need to enact some sort of reform. Great, let's just, yeah, lose inflation. Sounds good. Thank you for being Midas touched, sir. Appreciate that. Foreign merchants distrust us. Doesn't matter. Alright. Making 3 ducats a month with no maintenance. And I did start the process of getting that extra cannon. Even with no maintenance, it's still going to cost like, what, 0.3 ducats a month, so... overall income is not very good at the moment. Gotta get this colony thing actually making a profit. I think it is. Question is just how much time it's going to be to actually, like, pay back the invested amount. I mean, we're netting 0.17 ducats. .26. Okay, so this thing can still grow even if I don't do the colony. And the only thing I would miss out on is the autonomy can't go below 50, but it starts at 75.5 for some reason, so... And the unrest... Well, I gotta say, it would be nice if unrest was actually low enough I could lower autonomy, but... I did make it a state, right? And that's the only thing we're missing. We just can't give it to the estates. Okay, that's fine. Don't really need to, because it's already Irish Protestant anyway. I probably should have turned that policy on military recruitment when I was trying to do the recover manpower mission. Alright, well, for just a couple days we're making a little bit more money while we wait for that other colonist to arrive, and the new city government is online in Cork. Okay, so this is where I tested this in my other campaign where I was messing with things, and it didn't work. And yeah, interestingly, in this one, the numbers are actually smaller than they used to be. Government's capacity 31.974. Before, it was 33.836. I don't know why. Perhaps because I have a different multiplier right now. Crap, did I not have the corruption reorganization government thing going when I tested it? Maybe that's what it was. Well, either way, the occupied governance capacity should have gone down if that building was working. But it might just be one of those things where it's not supposed to work in the capital. But I was looking at another state, and we could save, like, governance capacity if we built that building over here. This one's barely paying for itself because it's kind of far-ish from the capital. Another option would be to move the capital. Functionally, that doesn't really do much because, well, there's no, like, base income from the capital or anything, and it's all in the same trade node no matter what, and there's no benefit to the capital for development. It's not like the total development in the country. Like in vanilla, the more overall total development you have, the bigger the percentage of reduction is in the capital, but that doesn't happen in this mod. So I guess the only consideration is proper culture, proper religion, and then having low autonomy, 0% autonomy for this trade good is pretty darn good. But we could have that just by giving it to the burghers. Plus it's only 2 production right now. Look at that though. With 2 production, it almost makes as much in production income as it does in taxes. It's crazy. But something to consider would be if I did end up with a higher development province than the capital, moving my capital, assuming it was an accepted religion and primary religion, or primary culture, it would give me more governance capacity. Could be good. We'll think about it. We shall see. Colony about to start. Portugal did finish his colony a little while back. Got Cuba. Cuba. Is Cuba colonizing? Cuba has expansion plutocratic. It's a pretty good heir. Cool. My goodness, a lot of pop-ups. Okay, noble estate, robber barons has expired. Alright, let's see how that affected things. I'd like to go like a day. Actually, let's force all this to update, please. Okay, apparently it already did. Government maintenance and piss off both estates, or we get disloyal new men, again, losing a bunch of stuff, but making everyone except for the burghers happy. Darn it. I kind of need the money. And I can't let the burghers have really, really high influence again, because they are at... Apparently the plutocratic coup reset. Normally it ticks down. There's no way it's already been long enough for it to go away, is it? Not crazy. Wait, overextension causes war exhaustion? Monthly war exhaustion, yeah. If you have enough. My guess is maybe like 0.01 per 10, something like that. I don't want to lower my trade power. Not that trade's a huge part, but this saves me money twice. because I don't lose trade power, and I don't lose, and I get government maintenance discount. Which would be great, because I actually have some really well-stacking modifiers right now. 10, 10, 50. That's a 70% reduction. We could take it down to 80. In the capital state, that is. I think I can almost afford this. Yeah, okay. Assuming that the plutocratic coup really did reset. I've got a... Okay, that scared me. I thought it said 100% for that thing. Those are some nasty modifiers. Okay, so when is the next thing going away? 16... In 16. So within 2 years, granted admiralship goes away. I think we're fine. Kind of tempted to turn off the church stuff for a little while. I really need some positive income. Even gonna mothball the damn transports. So these guys are only upset for about 1 year, and the nobles will be upset for a little while. But we're currently at very low maintenance anyway. The noble thing goes away in 4 years, which will bring them up too high to let me do any other clicks. 21, 27. Yeah, no, I can't do anything with these guys. Just have to deal with the fact that they're not happy. Well, okay, fine. And the claims on Brittany are going to start fading away. Kind of annoyed that this guy has found, like, literally nothing. Is he doing that thing where he's, like, constantly, like... They never fixed this bug. It worked fine, and then there was a patch, and then they just broke it and never fixed it. If he's exploring, hunting for the 7 cities, and he shows up in a province, or I think what maybe have happened was, like, the army, like, the conquistador died, and I put a new one in charge, or, like, something, and then he somehow ended up in a province that he couldn't see, and then whatever. Long story short, it's buggy as hell, and it doesn't work. Nobody likes it. I don't like it. Okay, we're 1 year away from getting some growth here. Pretty close, like 4 years away there. These wastelands will hopefully all get cultivated pretty soon. I need to see some real growth. Like, things have been stagnant for a little while. Ever since that crazy war with England. And then he funded our exploration and growth for 10 years. Alright, the disaster will fire in January of 1519. The thing expires in way before that. These guys are horrible provinces. I don't see any real reason to pay for the cores yet. The full cores, at least. But we can turn it into a state, at least, temporarily. Actually, we might as well not. It doesn't really make me any extra money. I don't actually mind raising their influence just a little bit, because I don't think they're going to cause problems. And I do want the clergy to help me convert this. I wonder, I think... No, they do have to be at least 40% in order to get the missionary strength bonus. Alright, now that all the cores are done, I am going to turn on the policy, or turn on the Blasphemy Act. We'll start to tolerate them a little bit less. I never did the Theologian one because I don't like the idea of just raising base unrest, especially with this mod. Like, not knowing exactly what to expect, it could be kind of dangerous, so... Okay, let's get some conversions done. Hopefully the Center of Reformation doesn't try to change it on me. 20 years we get morale of armies. Yeah, of course. Sounds great. Sell tats. Price of fur goes up. Cool. It's great. There's a bunch of fur coming in from the White Sea, as far as I remember. Yeah. Cool. How much of the money coming into the North Sea is coming from other nodes? Only a little bit. Most of it's just local production, but eventually we might be able to get some power up in here. Actually, 71% is pulling it forward. It's just there's very little here. We should start steering here, actually. Now that it's within range, I totally forgot. Wow, I can reach really far. We can steer up there. And get the inland bonus here. Maybe we can force a little bit more to come in from the node behind it. Okay, that might make a difference. Might be able to actually get some reasonable trade income coming soon. Yuck. All this yearly corruption and stuff coming from these guys is dangerous. How could Portugal just like ignore this and just sit on it for so long and not even ever click on it? Reformation branches out. Okay, so here's the thing, is that I don't have enough provinces to actually get 10 converted. What if, I mean, can we? I've got a Center of Reformation, but could I? I could just form another one again. I do quite like the Protestant stuff, especially the development and production efficiency and morale and all this stuff. But if I'm not mistaken, I want to go check this on the actual vanilla to see what the 3 benefits of Reformed are. Maybe there's one. I know trade is like... I think it's just trade power, but is it also development? Because if it is development, I'd maybe like to try it. We'll see. I don't know. I'm going to think about it for a bit. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm going to take a break here, and I'll see you in the next episode. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.